In part 2, you will encounter some charts that are pretty cut and dried. The Chou Daymaster, born in the month of Dog, is a good example of a cut and dried, obviously strong Daymaster. Briefly, this Sin Metal Daymaster is born in the month of Dog, which is part of the season of Autumn. Autumn is the season of metal, and so this is clearly a Daymaster born in its own season and therefore a strong Daymaster. It is pertinent to note that we have Sin Metal in 3 of the earthly branches in this chart, which can clearly provide strength to the Sin Metal Daymaster by virtue of rooting. Here we have a case of strength of the Daymaster established in less than 60 seconds. Side note here, we prefer to be rooted in a friend star rather than a Rockwell star where possible. There are exceptions to this, very small ones, but we generally prefer the friend star for rooting if possible. If you've been following my video series, you will know that I've remarked on more than one occasion that graveyards are unreliable as a source of rooting because it is difficult to access the elements in the graveyard branch. That is still applicable here, but there is a difference in this case. Here the Daymaster is already strong by season, so the presence of the friend element in the graveyard branches serves as yet further evidence of strength. It is not an attempt to conjure up strength using a graveyard branch. There is difference. As this is a strong Sin Metal Daymaster, the favorable elements are Output Officer and Wealth. Now this is where the conversation about strength of a Daymaster gets real, where we move to look at the favorable and unfavorable elements and start to really get stuck in evaluating the chart through these elements. In this chart, the Wealth and the Output elements are very close to Daymaster. In fact, they are located on the right and on the left. We can also see that these elements are well supported within the pillar that they are present in. Yeet Wood is rooted in the Goat Earthly branch, and the Ren Water and Kui Water are rooted in their respective Dog and Ox Earthly branches, drawing upon Resource in the case of Ren Water and Self in the case of Kui Water. Only the Officer element, represented here by Ding Fire, is not so prominent, being hidden inside the Dog Earthly branch and so not so accessible by the Daymaster. So it's very clear that this Sin Metal Daymaster is going to be very heavily influenced by the stars represented by Yeet Wood and Ren Water. In this case, the Indirect Wealth Star and the Hurting Officer Star. This is because these stars are not just favorable and strong in the chart, but very close, sometimes we use the term usable, by the Daymaster. An added plus is the water element is particularly strong because the season of birth is autumn. Autumn is the secondary season for water. Yes, the season of birth doesn't just define the strength of the Daymaster, we use it to define the quality, and by that extension strength, of every element in the chart. So if we were to try to determine which element out of the 3 favorable elements is the Sin Metal most likely to lean towards, it would lean towards water for 2 reasons. Firstly, water is strong and thus will have a tendency to dominate the Daymaster's personality and mindset. But secondly, Sin Metal loves water above all the other elements. It is the element that Sin Metal has the greatest affinity towards. As you can see in this video, we've gone all the way to the next level as far as favorable and unfavorable elements is concerned. We have been able to do that because the discussion about the strength of the Daymaster was very cut and dried. Whilst you may not always be able to do this with every chart, remember the end goal is not simply to establish strength, but to go to the next level and work out the favorable and unfavorable elements, and as you can see in this video, which one of them is likely to have the greatest influence over the chart, but also which one the Daymaster likes the most.